Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Nicole and I sell vintage decor on Etsy. My shop is called Ivy Dog Vintage and I started a couple months ago. Today I'm going to be doing a haul of everything I've gotten in the past week or so, including everything that I picked up at my very first estate sale. So first I'll start with some things that I picked up at some thrift stores. First is this wooden sculpture of two people hugging. There were actually two of these at the store and they were both a little bit different, but they were $10 each, which was a little more than I like to spend on a single item. So I just picked up one. This is what it looks like up close. The details are really beautiful. This is a really cool sculptural piece of home decor. I'm also noticing that the vast majority of the items I'll be showing you today are either silver, wooden, or brass. Next, I picked up a couple pieces of studio pottery. These pieces are so cool. I love the glaze on them. They look very natural and almost like they were buried underground. I just love the earthy colors. These were $2 each and they're signed on the bottom, artist signed with the initials AH. They are these beautiful tumblers. I'm very excited to list these. They are honestly, I think, one of the most stunning things that I'm going to be showing you today. I adore the color and the shape and just everything about them. Next, I picked up this religious wooden carved statue. I know that these tend to be pretty popular. I'm not religious, so I'm actually not sure who this is, if this is Mary or Mother Teresa. I really don't know. Next is this super cute brass teddy bear with a bow tie. He's very professional with an umbrella on. I think it's actually a pig, not a bear, because I see some little hooves on the bottom. But yeah, this is super cute. And this professional brass pig was only $10. I say only $10, and $10 is a bit of a pricier item for me, but brass is super popular and it's hard to come by. This is another find I have been very excited about. It's a beautiful silver pedestal bowl, and on the side, on these feet, are some lions and lion paws, and the top of this turns. I'm pretty sure this is a serving dish to put a hot bowl or a pan. It's definitely some type of dinnerware, but I thought this would be beautiful as a plant stand to put a potted plant in here and have it on this pedestal. I am gonna polish this, so it's pretty tarnished and I think it would just look beautiful if it were a little bit more shiny. This is also stamped by FB Rogers Silver Co. and of course it's vintage. Here you can see some of the details up close. Spins. I also picked up this silver pedestal bowl. This one is huge and also very tarnished, so I'm gonna polish this one as well. The feet have this very cool ornate detailing to them. Next, I picked up some glassware. These were $1 each with half off, so they were 50 cents a piece, and they're just these cute yellow cups with beautiful detailing on them. Next, I picked up a few blankets. This is a very, very soft plaid blanket. I love the pattern on it. Again, it's so soft and it's a really nice large size. I've collected a handful of blankets now for my shop and I have been trying to figure out the best way to photograph them because they're not super easy to photograph unless they're like laid out on the floor. So I'm currently figuring that out. But this blanket, I believe, was around $2.50. This is the second blanket I picked up for $2.99 with half off, so this was $1.50. I love the primary colors. I've never really seen these colors on a blanket before. My dining room is actually decorated with primary colors, so I love that type of decor, and I know that there's someone out there who would really love this blanket. Next, I picked up some items from an antique mall. It's actually an antique mall that I'm hoping to have a small case or booth at, so I hope that that works out for me. I'm on their waiting list right now. I found these beautiful brass unicorn bookends. I mean, These are stunning. These were $22, so they were not cheap, but they're very heavy, and I do think that they would go for well over $40 on Etsy. From that same antique mall, I picked up this silver plated butterfly trivet. So this is for a hot pan if you put it on the counter, and you can put a hot pan on top when you're cooking. It's just so cute. It's not super valuable. I think these go for like $20 or $30 on Etsy, but I did pick this up for $8 and I am considering keeping it, so we'll see. There is one other thing that I found at the thrift store that I'm very excited to show you, but I'm gonna save that for last and go ahead and show you everything that I picked up at my very first estate sale. So last week I went to my first estate sale. I was super nervous. I had no idea what to expect, and I know that estate sales can be really competitive. So when I got there, it was this beautiful house near the ocean, and the house was incredible. The walls were white and they were plaster, and then even at like the very corners of the walls, they had built into the home these beautiful ornate curved brass, I don't even know how to describe it, like just built into the wall, like pieces of brass. So the house was beautiful, and there were arched walkways and hardwood floors. The house was stunning, and everything inside was incredible. I definitely think this estate sale was probably out of the norm in terms of how incredible the stuff was. It was pretty busy. There were a lot of people there. They had a small shelf at the entrance for stuff that was on hold, so you could bring your stuff up and make a little pile. So that's what I did. The first thing that caught my eye was this wooden hippo, and this guy was $10. I also found this beautiful carved wooden frame with an old picture in it. I did buy it for the frame, not the picture, but the picture is also very cute. This was $7, and there are some beautiful roses carved in the top of the frame and the bottom corners. I love finding vintage frames, and I've unintentionally started to collect them myself, but I will not be keeping this one. This one will be for sale on my Etsy shop. Then the last several things I picked up were all from the bathroom in the house. So I walked into the bathroom and I just could not believe how many beautiful items were in there. I found this very cool vanity mirror. It's a little wobbly, so I need to tighten the screws on it, but this is brass, and I am going to polish this because it's very dark and there's really no shine left to it. Then I picked up this brass tray, and it has some flowers on it. This was only $1. It has some small feet on the bottom, and it was made in India. Hanging up on the wall, I found this adorable brass mirror made in Italy, and this was only $2. It's so cute and small, and it already has a hook on the back to be hung up. Hopefully that's focusing, but it says made in Italy down there on the bottom. Then I picked up another mirror. It's beautiful. It has a girl with some flowers, almost like a fairy on there. And this was $8. It's brass. And finally, the last thing that I picked up, I can confidently say is one of the most beautiful, incredible things I have ever thrifted in my entire life. It is this stunning, ornate mirror, handheld mirror. It's very heavy. It has wire on the back to be hung up. They had it hung up in their bathroom, and holy cow, it is so beautiful. So this piece was only $10, and I'm currently debating whether or not I'm going to sell it. I know if I list this on Etsy, I could list it for well over $100. I'm kind of keeping it for now and deciding whether or not I can part with it, because just look how stunning this is. Also, the patina on it is perfection. It's like perfectly aged. The edges are still shiny. I just wonder who had it before me too. Was someone using this to do their makeup or like do their hair? My approach to the estate sale was to only pick up items that were reasonably priced that I liked, and then to still try to negotiate the price when I went to check out. So there were a lot of items I really loved but didn't pick up because they were like $30 or $40, and I just didn't feel like they had a ton of margin. So I only picked up things that were pretty cheap to start off, and when I brought everything up to the front, I offered $40 for all the items. They added everything up and decided that the total was going to be around $50, and the lady agreed that we could do 45. So I don't know if I should have pushed harder for the 40. She said 45. I was really excited to just go with that, but yeah, it was very nerve-wracking. Finally, I want to show you a lamp I found the other day at the thrift store. I went into one of my favorite thrift stores. They were having their monthly 50% off sale, and I saw this beautiful standing lamp that looked like it was solid brass, and it was $16 with half off, so it was only $8. I thought to myself that I would potentially get it for my house, but I didn't really want to carry it around, and I wasn't going to be heartbroken if someone else picked it up, so I continued shopping around. 30 minutes later, I go back and the lamp is still there, so I figure I should pick it up. And then I did a quick Google lens on it, and it's a vintage Ethan Allen brass lamp, and it's worth $700. So I will definitely not be keeping it, and I'll be trying to sell it. I don't even know where I would sell a standing lamp, but let me stop talking and show it to you. So this is the base of the lamp, and as you go up, it's almost like a brass bamboo, and then at the top there is this lampshade, but this lampshade is not intended to go with this lamp. It's way too small, and it doesn't look very good. But yeah, this is the base of the lamp, and the base alone I looked up online and it's worth $700, which I would never pay $700 for this lamp, so to me that's insane. But I'm gonna try to sell it, and I'll have to update you all in a future video about whether or not I was able to sell this or what happened with this lamp. That is all for today's video. I know this was just a quick little thrift haul, but I hope you enjoyed. If you have a small business, please comment down below. I would love to check it out. And again, my Etsy shop is called Ivy Dog Vintage. I'll link it in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.